Good morning, Maggie May here again. Just a wee story I want to quickly tell you, and you may think I'm bonkers. In fact, you probably think I'm bonkers anyway, but what I do believe in is fairies. Now, a story that I want to quickly tell you come myself when I was 15, so let's say, oh my God, 41 years ago, and we lived further along the street from where I live now with my mum and dad and family. And my dad had a works van, and he asked me one day to clean the works van out for him. It was a Sunday, I wasn't working. And I goes out and I had a pair of dark blue overalls, so there I am outside and I'm getting the van all cleaned out and that, and I'm in the front seat. Now at the time I smoked, and of course I saw my dad's cigarettes in the wee glove bit at the front. Of course, I took one and lit it up and I felt superb. Anyway, I finished my smoke and I'm going about cleaning the car, and the place round about me tended to get very, very quiet, and I thought, that's deathly quiet. Then again, it's a Sunday, but there's usually kids playing and dogs running around in parks as they did then. I mean, you couldn't go out your door then, but there was parks of dogs everywhere. Anyway, I'm sitting very quietly. I had both sides of the van doors open and the two doors at the back open. And I'm sitting and I'm just away, I suppose, in the world I'm in. And in my dad's, the driving side of the window, came a small, but that length, fairy. I know you're probably thinking she's flipped, but this is the God's honest truth. My hand in my heart, this is the God's honest truth. It came in the window to the steering wheel, and it just hovered in front of me, and I can see it as plain as I'm looking in this computer at myself. It was a beautiful, like a wee lady, but I would say a lady, yes, about that size, and the most beautiful set of double wings, not just 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they were flitting very, very quickly, and she hovered in front of me momentarily. Then she went across to where the mirror was in the front of the van, the mirror, and she hovered about there for a while, came back to me, hovered in front of me again, deathly silent, and went out the other door. And I must have sat dead quiet for, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes, I can't remember. But I'm thinking about it now, and I never seen anything in my life as beautiful. And when I think about it, the feeling I get inside this wee thing that obviously trusted me to show herself, I don't know. I often wonder, should I put my hand up or something like that? But no, that memory and that beautiful feeling and that beautiful sight in front of me was majestic. That's the only thing I can say. There was no colour. It was just white, like a diamond white. There was no colour, as I say. I can't tell you how honoured I felt to have seen that. Now, I didn't tell anybody that for many years. And one night I was with my friend and we were in here doing some shopping, and I happened to say to her, and by luck, she also had had an encounter when she was a wee girl, when she had been playing in the woods at the place that she lived in, and she had also seen, but had never said to anybody. And I thought to myself, that's coincidence, unbelievable. But I tell you, if you're ever lucky to see one or not, believe you me, it's something that you will never forget. That wee, beautiful, delicate fairy with the 4, so like 2 sets of 2 on each side, so that's 4, 4, and fluttering so quick you could see, and she was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But that's the story of my fairy encounter in my dad's works van. And as I say, it was years before I told anybody that, and of course they didn't believe me. But I wrote to somebody and lives in Manchester, who has written quite a few books. In fact, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he does a lot of majestic paintings, which I hope to buy some in the near future. But he also had an experience as well, and as I say, he's wrote quite a few books. He's an extremely nice guy, so I'm hoping that maybe one day he may have a convention or something, because he's a professor, and he may have a convention I could go to and talk about them, because as I say, it's not something you're in about saying. I was lucky enough to see a fairy. None of my kids have witnessed it, but I did tell you, I think, about me finding the four-leaf clover when I was a wee girl. I was going to pause the video there and go and get it, but I'll bring it on in my next student, because if I pause it now, and I need to get my mum's old Bible out, the family Bible, and skip through it till I get the four-leaf clover. Now, I think I was about 4, 5, and my mother's great thing was to get rid of the kids out the house. Go and see if you can find a four-leaf clover in the garden. Of course, we lived in Broome now at the time, so the garden was quite big. Well, to me it was big. And we're out there, and of course, yay, I found one. I took it in, and Mum was good enough to put it in a wee bit of paper. And no, she didn't put it in a bit of paper, that's a lie. She opened her Bible, old Bible, and she put it in the Bible. Now, there it remained until I got married, and over the years, Mum gave me her Bible, which I was very honoured to accept, because I love my mum and dad to pieces. Anyway, I got this Bible, and I was sitting one night and I thought, oh, I remember my mum put that wee thing that I found, it just come back to me like that. So anyway, it took me weeks to go through the Bible slowly till I found this wee delicate four-leaf clover. Now I still have it, it's back in the Bible, but I would like to be able to find someone who can make it into, with some sort of resin, and make it into like a pendant. A nice gold pendant with a leaf in the centre, because it dates right back to my childhood, but it's still there and it's still green. But I will promise you, I will bring it into one of the stories. These are just wee stories I'm telling you. I'm getting away from the ghost just at the moment, and I'm telling these wee unusual stories to give you a sort of gist on who I am and things that I like to do and I like to read about and everything. So that's a wee more insight into me, and I will show the four-leaf clover. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.